Welcome to the Confidence Through Health podcast. This is a Life Lesson Friday episode where my goal is to help you move your life forward through simple, practical tips. And as we go through our normal episodes where I have guests on and we talk about the different trends and things to do, one of the common themes is in order to have that healthy lifestyle that so many of us desire and to have that health span, not lifespan, where we just live a long time and have longevity, which is great, but we want to be healthy in that later time of our life when hopefully we're enjoying the rewards of all the time that we spent working in our younger years. The mindset, as I talked about in a previous Life Lesson Friday, that we need to change and be able to say, yes, this is something that's possible. But life is going to hit us with different things as we go through that. And so, as many of my guests have said, there's some simple tools to make sure that we remove the stress that life brings to us and that we can keep our mindset and keep our mind focused on the goals that we have to achieve and not get caught up in so many facets of so many different things and just find ourselves busy but not going anywhere. And so one of those tips is to go out into nature and to spend some time in nature on a daily basis, away from our cell phone. We can do it with other people, right? So take your spouse with you, take your kids with you, take your family with you, take your friends with you. Go out, and whether it's a picnic, whether it's just a walk in nature, whether it's just get away from as much of the noise and busyness as you can and connect with the earth, ground, do the things that we need to do to refresh our body and our mind and our spirit. And then another practical thing you can do is breath work, just simply focusing on how you're breathing. And if you combine those two, which it's very easy to do, when you go out in nature, spend 2 or 3 minutes of that time just simply focusing on your breathing. And several of my guests have talked about breath work and how important it is in different aspects of life, whether it's as part of your exercise, as part of your grounding in renewing yourself in nature, as part of an immediate stress relief. So in those times where we've had meetings, we've had phone calls, we've had conversations that are just extremely stressful. We got news about some sort of test result or financial news, something that happened, and our anxiety level starts to rise, and we can feel it in our body. Just taking a few deep breaths, just working on our breath work and doing it. And there's, I've had many people that have had several different suggestions. And so it's really a matter of finding one that works for you. I tend to like breathing in and holding for 4 seconds, breathing in over that 4 seconds, right? Holding for 4 seconds, breathing out for 4 seconds, and then holding for 4 seconds. It's really simple. It's really easy. It's a count to four. So it's called box breathing. You just think about it as a box. You just count to four as you breathe in and out and hold during that cycle of the breathing. You do that for, 5 rounds. If each one is 5 rounds, you're talking about maybe a minute and a half of doing this breathing activity. So it's something that everybody has time for, right? Everybody has time for it. You especially have time for it if you're going to take 20 or 30 minutes to go out into nature and be around the natural earth and ground yourself and work through that. But that breath work piece, and then expanding that into a more lifelong daily routine and spending some intentional time breathing and focused on breathing. And whether it's through meditation, whether it's through, exercise, yoga, whatever you want, prayer time, however you want to incorporate that into your life. But having that intentional breathing time it's amazing as far as how it resets your nervous system And it's hugely beneficial to our mental health, our nervous system health, as I said, and understanding who we are and how we want to function in life. So it plays such a big role because breathing is something that most of us don't pay attention to. And so when you can pay attention to it, it's such an integral part of who we are. It's a necessary part of who we are because we have to be able to breathe to be able to live and function. And the more intentional you are with your breathing, the longer and healthier your life can become. So that's our Life Lesson Friday for this week. I hope you are able to start incorporating some of these things. I'm going to link a couple of the episodes where people have talked about breath work so that if you're interested in it, you can go back and find out more about what other experts are saying about the intentionality of breathing and how it can change